Do you want to generate leads with YouTube ads? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you how global social media marketing generated 182 leads for $207, where we generated 14,000 plus views and almost 2,000 visitors to our website in just 2 weeks, guys. I can't make this up. So we're going to go into our Google Ads account and click New Campaign. We're going to optimize for leads. We're going to do video, and then we're going to do drive conversions. We'll click continue. We'll name the campaign. So in our case, we're going to do lead conversions, and we'll call it our contact us page, our landing page 2020. Maximize conversions. Then we're going to do a daily ad spend. I would recommend starting with at least 15 and then scaling up. $30 is normally what we find is pretty good for daily spend. We're going to display it on the YouTube videos and video partners on the display network. We're going to just use for United States for this example, but definitely great to target if you're a local business by your city. If you're also targeting in specific languages that you only speak, I would recommend that. If you only speak English, maybe just include that. It's also going to be able to narrow your audience down a little bit more as we can see our weekly estimates populating. We're going to go with standard inventory. If we wanted to exclude some things, like maybe we don't want to be on some of those mature channels, I might recommend that. Also, if we're going to be doing like video games or something like that that's not relevant to our business, that might make sense. We can also add additional site links. So site links are just kind of in your ad at the bottom. When they see them, they're going to add more information. So we're actually going to add in one of our case studies and our services and more about us with some options. Then we're going to give our actual audience. That's our ad group name. So we're going to start with, social media competitors and keywords. Then we'd want to target by our demographics. We know, for example, in our case, we don't want to target anyone that's probably under the age of 24 to buy our services because they might not own a business. And then we can get into our detailed targeting, right, with our different types of audiences. So I'm not going to go into detail in this video about affinity audiences and the different types of audiences, but it is really important to layer your keywords with your audiences, and that's what we show in our results actually is performing really well for in-stream ads in order to generate really high quality leads that do convert to sales. So maybe we're targeting somebody like people that have advertising and marketing services. And then we would go in and add our keywords. So at Global Social Media Marketing, we're selling social media marketing services. We're also selling the solution of lead generation for your business, and maybe also YouTube ads because you're trying to figure out how to use YouTube ads to generate leads. So we're just going to go ahead and add those in. Normally you want to add about 10 to 15. So let's just go ahead and add in some variations of that. Okay, and then if we need some other topics, we're not going to get into that right now in placements. For today's purposes videos, I just wanted to show you exactly what we did. And then we go ahead and grab our YouTube video. So we've got that on our YouTube channel. You can just go ahead and take that URL, plug that in. There's our video. Now we've got our skippable in-stream ad. We want to add where we're going to send people from our YouTube ad. So we'd want to send people to something like your website or a landing page or something specifically like that. So for our video, we're talking about contacting us and giving us a free call. So we're going to be driving them to our contact page. So let's go ahead and pull that up. So you can see we've got a contact page, and it's just a very simple contact page that we've used that we found is normally best when you're generating leads, maybe 4 or 5 fields. And we're just saying, fill in below for an exploratory phone call, and we're letting the person know when we'll get in contact with them. Then they'll be taken to a thank you confirmation page, and that's where we'll actually want to go ahead and make sure that that's converting, right? So we'll go ahead and fill this information in. So then we'll go ahead and click submit. And then you can see how we've got ours lined up. It's going to take you to a thank you confirmation page with our Calendly link to book a call with me. So you could go ahead and then book a call from there. But what we're actually tracking for the YouTube leads is to actually check when somebody fills out that form. So at this point, we have scheduled it. I will just show you briefly what it looks like to schedule a call. We would confirm it. Looks like in order to schedule a call with me, I'm just asking for some things and seeing how you heard about us, and then what services might you be interested in. Our monthly budget is 1K, and we've got our phone number. And then sending a text reminder. So there's that. And we can see that we've now scheduled that call, right? So if I'm tracking that in YouTube, I want to make sure that I've set up the conversions, and I'll show you that here in a second. But for now, let's just go ahead and show that URL, right? So we've got that contact page. The display is just going to take a shortened version of that. We want to have our call to action, usually something good like sign up, register, call now. We'll do call now for this to be consistent. And then use a headline, right, that's going to grab their attention. Maybe it speaks to that person's audience's name, or using that keyword that you might use. So we're going to use social media for ours. Then the ad is probably about social medias. That's what we're offering as a service. And then leave a name for your ad. So we'll just call this the GSMM company video call ad. Okay. Once we've done all of that, our campaign is ready to go, and we're ready to launch that campaign. So that just shows you how to set up that campaign. Now you can go in and see that campaign that would have just launched, right? So there's that new campaign. And we can see that ad there has now populated. So as it's under review, another thing that's important is we want to make sure that we do have our Google Analytics set up. So in order to do that, we're going to go into our Google Analytics and conversions right next to that, actually. Once we go to conversions, we want to make sure that we add whatever that conversion is that we just did if we're collecting a lead from that contact page. So the easiest way to do this is just to import from your Google Analytics, and then you've got all of your goals that will show. For us, we're going to be making sure that we've selected all of our goals here. So let's go ahead and import and continue with those. And you can see those goals have now been updated into Google Analytics. So in order to see that on the back end of Google Analytics, just in case you haven't seen our other videos on how that's set up, if you have a Google Analytics account, you can just quickly log into your Google Analytics account and then see those goals that you have imported. That goal that we're tracking in that case, if we're collecting leads through an in-stream ad, is that we'll want to create a destination URL. So we're going to click on admin, then we're going to click on goals, and then we're going to click on a new goal. In our case, we've already used all of our goals, but just to show you that example, right, you can see our contact form thank you page where we've had 18 conversions on our website in the last 7 days. You would just click this, and then you can see that the goal description is set up as a destination where we've titled the name of the landing page, and then we go into the details. We're just doing a begins with. If we were selling like a product or something like that, we might have different codes, barcodes, something like that for the product. So keeping that as begins with is what we use. We usually add a value, and then we've also added like if there's other steps, right, so that we can have full attribution if the conversion comes from somewhere else. But you can see that you want to have that ultimately what's most important, that thank you confirmation set up as a goal, and you'd save that and verify that. So that's exactly how you set up a in-stream ad with YouTube ads. And I hope this video has been helpful. And I just thought I'd end the video kind of showing our results. As you can see, from May 4th to May 17th, this is just a little over a month ago, guys. And we were able to generate roughly around 182 conversions at $1.14, guys. Tell me, what other channels you're doing right now as a business owner. I'd love to hear how I can help you and take advantage of YouTube with social media at an all-time high and people watching more videos than ever. Why not take advantage of a platform where you can target by keywords, target by different audiences, and get leads that might be qualified or really relevant for your business for under $5, guys. I mean, you can get these ads up running, and if you need help or you don't understand these things, or you want to work with an expert to figure out how to help you, please do feel free to reach out to me. We've got a form below, or a link to that form that you can fill out, and I'd be glad to talk to you about how global social media marketing can help you with YouTube to help grow your business in these challenging times when you need visibility and social media is at an all-time high. Global would like to be that solution for you to help your business grow. Hope this has been helpful, and take care, guys.